Ladies and gentlemen, if we look back on it, there's probably been over like 100 leaks surrounding the Nintendo Switch 2, the Switch Pro, or what I'm still holding out hope for, the Super Nintendo Switch. And to be honest, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around all the information surrounding this new console, so what I thought it would be fun to do is to break down everything we know about the Switch 2 so far. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Yeah, I mean, it seems like every day or every other day there's some kind of information surrounding the Switch 2 coming out, but a lot of it is BS, but some of it holds weight. So what I want to do is put all the information that I think is legit together and to go over it. And I found an article that did just that. But before we get started, I just want to let you guys know we're having a fan art contest where you can win prizes and eShop gift cards. There's some links down below to Twitch, Instagram, and Discord. What you want to do if you want to make fan art is post it on the Discord, and then Halloween night, we're going to have a huge Halloween stream wearing costumes and having fan art and just having a fun stream for Halloween. That is when we will do the fan art contest. So post the fan art on Discord and join Twitch and come and hang out with the community. But let's get into this video. Nintendo Switch 2, every single thing we know so far. And yeah, shout out Mashable or whatever, because I was looking for this exact information and they put it together quite well. Nintendo has been tight-lipped about the potential successor to the highly successful Nintendo Switch console. With its 7-year anniversary coming up in March, the Switch is nearing the end of its console lifecycle. Here's a compilation of everything we know so far about potential Nintendo Switch 2 console. Nintendo Switch 2 release date and price. Rumors from Video Game Chronicles suggest that Nintendo could release new hardware in the back half of next year, with the holiday season being an excellent time to release a new console. Yes, we have been saying this. Switch could see a September 2024 release date, and yeah, that's what also we have found out. Also, there is a placeholder for something in stores and people don't know what it's for, and that placeholder ends November of 2024, so it could either launch in September or launch in November, but one of those days. Yeah, we're getting a fall release. That is, I would bet anything on that. Nintendo Switch 2 to release on September 24th 2024 with two models priced at and above $400, and the two prices are $400 and $450 respectively, and $400 is for an all digital version and $450 is for your standard. And yeah, unfortunately that is the way that the gaming industry is going right now. I will never let go of physical media. I'm sorry, you can call me whatever you want to call me, but I just can't do it. It's part of the joy for me. I love buying a game, putting it in the console. It's part of the addiction, if you will. Nintendo Switch 2 design. As mentioned above, the presumed rumor is that Nintendo will be releasing two versions of the Switch 2. It will remain a hybrid handheld console as well. The biggest rumor in terms of design could be a downgraded screen to save on cost. And that's another rumor we have went over is instead of having another OLED screen, we're going to go back to LCD. It doesn't look bad, and it's just cheaper for Nintendo to do. And then that opens up a window for them in 2 or 3 years to release an upscaled OLED model or a 4K model or some shit eventually. Nintendo Switch 2 specs. This is something that I'm very curious about. One of the biggest complaints about the current Switch is that it kind of runs like shit. Whoa, what kind of article is this? It's not actually that bad, but for a console that's competing with heavy hitters of PlayStation 5 and Xbox X and S, yeah, I get it. The Switch isn't a bad console, but it is nowhere near current gen, and it sucks. As a Nintendo fanboy, Nintendo YouTuber, whatever the hell you want to call me, I will call it Nintendo where they need to be called out, and yeah, that thing is lacking. Nintendo Switch 2 possible specs. DLSS 3.1. You know what that means? Because I don't know if that means. I'm really asking you. Do you know what that means? Because I have no clue. 12 gigs of RAM. That is awesome. I think the Xbox Series S. Don't quote me on this. And I could just Google it, but I'm not going to do that. I think the Xbox Series S has 10 gigs of RAM. So 12 gigs is phenomenal. And ray tracing, which has to do with the graphics and how stuff works, like the graphics work, and that would be highly impressive. So far we know 3 games that have been demoed: The Matrix Unreal 5 tech demo, and I heard this isn't a game that could launch for the Switch, like it could, but I heard that this is what developers like to use to show off hardware. Breath of the Wild updated. Yeah, that probably will happen. It's Nintendo, they love re-releasing games. And Final Fantasy VII, I heard this is going to be a launch game. Final Fantasy is huge in Japan, and yeah, that makes sense. We have also went over Monkey Ball, a 3D Mario, a Monster Hunter game, a Far Cry game. There's a bunch, I just can't think of them right now. Other known hardware specs for the Switch 2 include potential ray tracing capabilities, 12 gigs RAM, indicated that hardware won't be as powerful as PS5, no shit. Xbox Series S or S, but yeah, as long as it's as good as a PS4, I'm on board with that. I recently got a PS4 this year. I'm super behind, I know. I've just never been a huge PlayStation person, and I'm playing Uncharted 4. This game is probably, like 10 years old, something like that. I'm highly impressed with the PlayStation 4. I've never been like, oh, get this console, get this console. I've always got Xbox for like a home console because I just like the controllers better. But I said, you know what? Now that I have like a YouTube career kicking off and I report on gaming stuff, I need to learn about PlayStation, and I'm doing myself a disservice by not having one. And now that I have a PS4, I'm highly impressed. But yeah, dude, if Switch 2 is as powerful as a PS4, sign me up. That would be great. PS4 power in a handheld, that's Call of Duty, that's Modern Warfare, stuff like Red Dead. We'll just have way more power for more impressive games. Launch titles are very important for a new console. Metroid Prime 4 would be a huge launch title. 3D Mario is definitely what it's got to be. I had a video breaking down that every Nintendo console ever has launched with a Mario or Zelda game. And the Switch launched with Breath of the Wild. So a 3D Mario would make sense now. Yeah, dude, it's quite a lot of leaks that have came out, and it's crazy. Like, this article is pretty well put together, but it's like, dang, we have reported on exponential amount of stuff more that they didn't even report on. And that just shows you how many leaks have came out. And like I said, most of them probably aren't going to be true, but it is very fun to report on them nonetheless, and to compare when this console does come out, we'll be like, oh shit, we got that right, we got that wrong. I think March is going to be a reveal. I think we're going to have a Nintendo Direct, and they're going to reveal a name, a picture, a something, and then launch September, October, November, something like that. It just makes the most sense. We're going to get our last couple big Switch games. The number one question that I have, though, is this thing going to be backwards compatible? And that's another thing that has leaked. That they're saying, like, you're going to be able to transfer your data directly over from your Switch to your Switch 2. So if you have downloaded games, we're going to have to pay a $2 fee or something. It is what it is. I think it's going to be something similar to the DS and the 3DS. How you can play DS games on a 3DS, but you can't play 3DS on a DS. I think that's going to be the same thing with Switch and Switch 2. Like, Switch games will work on the Switch 2, Switch 2 games won't work on the Switch. It just makes the most sense to me. But this is Nintendo, and they don't do anything that makes sense, so who the hell knows? Down below, let me know your thoughts and opinions about all this. And remember, we are having a huge fan art contest to win some prizes, some eShop gift cards, and just hang out with the community. We stream Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday on Twitch. So down below is a link to Twitch and Discord. Join the Discord, post your fan art if you would like, and then Halloween night, maybe you'll win some prizes on Twitch. But yeah, you guys know me. I'll see you soon with a new video. Peace out.